Good afternoon. Welcome back to Words Matter. So let's share some words. Today I want to talk to you about my friend Darlene. My friend Darlene passed away in February of last year, so she has been on my mind a lot lately. I've been thinking about her love of the saints, how she hated the smell of my perfumed coffee because I drank flavored coffee and she didn't like the smell. I was thinking about how we used to go out to eat together and sometimes just hang out watching TV shows. I was reminiscing and remembering also some of the lessons that she's taught me in life. And that's what I want to share with you today. The first lesson that Darlene taught me was to take responsibility for my own actions. She taught me this in an indirect way. Darlene used to talk to me about a person that worked with us in the office who, every time she would confront her about a mistake that was made, the person would always deny that they made a mistake. They would never take responsibility for their own actions. And this used to frustrate Darlene. It used to upset her because she was like, just admit that you're human. All of us make mistakes. And she's right. We all make mistakes. I have empathy though for that person because I personally have a hard time with confrontation. So if I have to admit to someone that I've made a mistake, it is hard for me at times because I don't usually handle conflict too well. So while I believe what Darlene says is right, that we should take responsibility, I do understand how hard it is to actually walk out sometimes. Now, though, whenever I make a mistake and I have to confront someone, I imagine Darlene in my head cheering me on to take responsibility. You made a mistake, but you're human. And so I try to do the right thing and take responsibility for the mistake that I've made. And I think that that would make her proud. The second thing that I learned from Darlene is to go with your best guess. Darlene was my boss for a while. So anytime that I had to do stuff for work, I would have to go to her and ask her sometimes what the right thing to do was. She would tell me what the right thing to do was, and then I would go ahead and do it. One time, though, I did what she told me to do, and I found out later that what I did was wrong. So I went to her and I said, Darlene, I thought you said that this is what I needed to do. And she said, oh, sorry. Guess I was wrong. And I was like, what do you mean you were wrong? She said, I don't always know what the right thing to do is. Usually I do, but sometimes I just have to give it my best guess. If I'm right, then great. But if I'm wrong, then I learn from that and I change what I'm doing and I just do it right from that time on. That taught me to just give it my best guess whenever I'm unsure of what to do. The third thing I learned from Darlene was to delegate when needed. The office that I used to work with used to have to do work for another office that was in a different location. So sometimes there would be conflict, and there was this one manager that was from another office that was making unrealistic demands on the work they wanted us to do. And it was infuriating Darlene. She got so frustrated that she told me to write an email for her to try to resolve the issues. She said that she knew that if she wrote the email, it was very likely that she would say some things that she shouldn't say, and it wouldn't help anything if she said what she wanted to say. I thought it was very wise of Darlene to be aware of her emotions and to get help when she needed it. I wrote the email to the other office, and we actually were able to resolve the issues that we had. But I still applaud Darlene in my head today, because I think that it's just a great thing to be wise enough to be aware of your own feelings and to ask for help when you need it. So that's something I learned from her. The last thing I want to tell you about is just something light that I learned from her. She taught me to tie a garbage bag to my purse whenever I need to remember to get something before I leave. Because I have a tendency to forget to grab stuff that I'm supposed to take home with me. And so anytime I have something that I need to take home with me, Darlene tells me to put that garbage bag on my purse or do something that's out of my routine that I'll see so that I'll remember what I need to remember. All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed these lessons from Darlene. I'll see you next time. Bye.